G'day, viewers. It's Creaky Gamers time.
Okay, so it's this week we've got the mighty Gloomspite Gitz, the Blue Moons, versus the Bonereapers, the Ossiarch Lords. And the scenario is focal points, so you get 2 points for the middle and 1 for each of your own. If you control the 2 opposite ones, you get 3. So focal points, Gitz versus Bonereapers. Let's have a look at the armies.
Army overview.
No. All right. So start with my general, which is the Loon boss on the Mangler Squig, and he has the Griff Feather Charm and Fight Another Day. And then next to him are a couple of fungoid shamans, one with Hand of Gork and one with Great Green Spite. A unit of 10 Boingrot Bounders. And then there's a unit of 60 stabbers and a unit of 40 stabbers. And there's a unit of 5 spore splatter fanatics and a unit of 6 sneaky snufflers at the back here. And then there's a Spidey shaman hiding behind the rock here. You can't see him. He's going to cast the Scuttle Tide. You still won't be able to see him. He's right in under the rock. A unit of Squig Herd for the rest of the battle line. And then there's 2 units of 5 fanatics, and they're obviously in the stabbers because that's the only place they can be.
When you stick out. So this is
so go. Yep.
So in the middle I've got my general, who's a Liege Cavalos. So this is a Ossiarch Lords list.
Yes.
So he's got the Twisted Challenge and the Nadir Bound Mount, which is the trait and the item that goes with Ossiarch Lords.
Yes.
I've got a unit of 20 of our friendly Mortek Guard here.
Yep.
Behind them is a unit of 2 Morghast Archai. I've got a unit of 6 Immortus Guard.
Yep.
With them in there is the Mortison Soul Mason, and he has reinforced battle shields as his spell. I've got a Mortison Soul Reaper here, and Drain Vitality is his spell. I've got 20 more Mortek Guard, and on the end here 5 Cavalos Death Riders.
Yes.
And that's pretty much it. There's
No,
nothing.
you forgot your new unit.
Oh, and the brand new unit recently paid up, Gothisar Harvester.
Right.
So
We'll find out what he does. Yep, we're deployed for focal points.
Yes. And being newly painted, he will either die first turn or win me the game.
Battle round 1.
Okay, so Gloomspite turn 1. The moon doesn't move or anything, so we got one now. And then I'll cast some spells. So the first thing I'll do is I'll go for the Scuttle Tide. So if I get the Scuttle Tide off, I get a 6. He needs a 6. Normally it's 7, but because he's a Spider Fang wizard, he gets it off on a 6.
Yeah. So 30 inches, isn't it?
Yeah, 30. He's behind here.
Yeah, I don't think I can get that one.
No?
Some of the other ones I might be able to, because the other ones are further forward here, aren't they?
No, the other 2 are about here.
Yeah, I'm not going to get any of your spells, so
Yep.
knock yourself out.
Okay, well, I'll put it, it's got to be wholly within 6 of terrain, doesn't it? So,
No, they were the thingies. Okay. Right, let's go. I'll look that other thing up before you go too much further. I might be getting confused. Yeah, no, I can't dispel it with that thing. I must have been thinking of Archon.
oh, okay.
Still got to remember. They got to remember the heads. Got home after the first game and went, I've got to remember the heads. Got to remember the heads.
Can you dispel this automatically with this thing or anything? No,
No,
nothing like that. No. And get to your characters.
And the other thing I forgot about Archon last week was 6s to hit have to be re-rolled.
Ah, right. I want to put it behind you. I want to put it in front of you. Yeah. Oh, I'll stick it there.
There's got to be what, wholly within 6? Or?
Wholly within 6 of terrain. That's okay. Stick it there and attack those. How many wounds has the Harvester guy got?
Yeah, heaps. He's good there. Heaps, sorry. He's got 10 wounds.
I should stand on someone. I'm just going to put it there. So it'll be within 1 inch of the harvester, and I'll attack him with.
I don't remember what it is. I just know I hate it.
I don't remember. I can't remember whether it's 5 dice needing 6s or 6 dice needing 5s. Yeah, 6 dice needing 5s. One mortal wound.
Okay, 6 plus death save. Nope. Takes a mortal wound.
All right, that's it. I get an extra command point because I'm standing next to the commanding terrain. So I've got 2.
Oh, hang on. Before we actually start, beginning of the turn.
Oh, you got to use your relentless discipline points. Yep.
No, I counted these up before. So we get 1 extra. So I get 5.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. The other ones. Walk. No, at the start of the turn, I need my box of bits. Where are they? So these grots will be frenzied. Those grots will be frenzied because of the spore splatter fanatics. So they'll have an extra attack. So that's at the start of the phase. Well, that's what I want to do. I don't think I really want to go and commit too much to attack your dudes there. Kill me. Yeah, so I think I'll just try and put Mystic Shield on the big unit of grots. Goes off with a 7. So they'll have Mystic Shield on them as well. Just the noon one. And what's Great Green Spike? Too far away for that. So that's it. That's it for my hero phase.
The movement phase.
Okay, so battle round 1, the Mighty Gitz movement phase, and they're just moving up to claim those objectives. The one in the middle, they're going to get the big unit of 60 just to get a couple of models within 6 of it to claim that objective, so they start scoring. But they're being very careful not to move out of wholly within 12 of the Loon Shrine. That's a tip for Gloomspite Gitz players. It'll save your command point so that big unit of 60 won't suffer any battle shock, because they're about to get hammered, I expect, by the Ossiarch Lords, who can all run and charge and get extra 3 move from their relentless discipline points. So they're shuffling around, and that big unit of 60, they're frenzied from the Spore Splatter Fanatics, and the Sneaky Snufflers have given up their movement as well, so they've got an extra 2 attacks. So the unit of 60 can be quite deadly if they use the Loon Boss's command ability. So we score 2, 3, 4.
Battle round 1.
Okay, so nothing significant really happened in the hero phase. They're measuring things from the Bone Tithe Nexus there, and the Scuttle Tide in the middle, a bit of a problem. But the Ossiarch Lords are considered one of the weaker versions of the Bonereapers. But I don't think there's any weak version of the Bonereapers. It's just that the Petrifix Elite are so over the top broken. But anyway, so the main thing they can do is all run and charge, so they are deceptively fast. The Scuttle Tide here, pausing movement everywhere, keeps attacking everybody. Those spiders are leaping out, attacking everybody. So that's one of my favourite endless spells, just to be annoying. Anyone ends their move within 6 gets attacked by the spiders. So they've all spread out, and they've run and charge, and so they're set up to attack the poor little Gitz, just trying to defend their objectives in their Loon Shrine. So we'll move into the charge phase, see what happens.
Charge phase.
Right. Yep, charges.
Yep, okay.
I can't run and shoot, but I can run and charge.
So who's charging first?
Well, the horsies are going to charge first, just in front of you there.
Yep.
So I do get +1 to charges, so 8, 9. I don't think is going to be enough. Oop. No. Nope. I don't really get any re-rolls on that. I just get, the +1. And just throw a wedge. Okay, we'll do the big beast first.
On the big guy, yep.
He goes 6. More than enough to get him up there. And these guys are going to try and join in the fun too. 5.
Not any more than 5, that guy.
There.
Yeah. Oh,
5?
Yeah, okay.
There.
Civil, yeah.
Oh, is that there?
Okay.
What was I doing next?
Which combat are you going to do? Are you still charging?
Might as well roll the dice. Got nothing to lose, right? If I roll 12.
Yep.
No. Yeah, that'll be it.
Yep. Okay.
The combat phase.
Which combat to do first? Well, not which combat to do. I know which. There's only one combat.
So I'm going to spend a command point so that we do mortals on my loon boss. Okay, so a big combat phase. The 60 unit of Gitz have been attacked, and the Harvester is going to fight first. So the brand newly painted Harvester takes his opportunity. He fights and he kills about 8 or so little stabbers and heals himself. And then it'll be the turn for the stabbers to fight. So they're going to pile in and they're doing mortal wounds on 6s to wound. They've got a couple of extra attacks from the Spore Splatter Fanatics and the Sneaky Snufflers. And they're going to take a few of the Shield Guardian dudes down. So they fight pretty well. The Gitz took 3 of those guys down, 2 or 3 of those guys down, and then they're going to pile in and lay some boot into the stabbers. And plenty of stabbers fall. So at the end of the combat phase, the Gitz, they fought bravely, held the charge. A few died, but they're immune to battle shock because of the Loon Shrine. So that's the end of that combat phase. So well done, the little Gitz. They held in and killed the Harvester. Well done.
Run. Battle shock.
Got enough there? I've still got. Yeah, I didn't make sure I didn't.
Made sure
pile.
there's...
Yeah, I made sure I didn't.
Oh,
pile
yeah,
it
yeah, no,
outside
yeah,
as
he's
well.
good.
Yeah.
He's right on it.
Yeah. So we've got 3 there. You've got 4. I've got 1, 2. I've got 3. So you claim the middle one.
Yep.
So you get those. So you get 3,
Yep.
4, 5, 6.
And you get the first kill.
Battle round 2.
I roll to see if the moon moves. I rolled a 6. Oh, the moon's in the middle of the table.
So it's everywhere.
The moon's in the middle.
I've now only got 8 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yep. 1 extra again. Alright.
And then priority.
Archon uses his ability. No, I can't use Archon.
I got a 4.
Oh, too good. You got a 1.
Oh.
There it's like that.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. Come up and kill me.
The hero phase.
No, he's just going to cast the Great Green Spite, so I'll use that unit. So it'll be D6 mortal wounds if it goes off. It goes off with a 8, 9 D6 mortal wounds on there. 3.
Yeah, it kills 1.
No, that's good.
Well, kills 1. Takes the guy who's got the wound buff.
Gork, no, I probably don't want to do it into Gork. So the other guy will just put Mystic Shield on them, which I forgot about last. Doesn't really matter. Goes off. So they've got Mystic Shield on them. The unit, if I roll under the number of models in the unit, you pick an enemy unit, roll the dice. If the result is equal to or less that model's number of wounds, it will suffer D3 mortal wounds. So I will. There's no point doing it
I'll just do it on the cavalry. Right underneath the number of models. Yes, I did. So they cop 1 mortal wound.
Yep.
Sneaky distraction from the little Spidey Shaman. So that goes off. So it's -1 to hit if you're wholly within 12 of him.
And that's your last spell, isn't it?
No, I've got the Hand of Gork, and he can cast again. But he cast Mystic Shield, but they once again they can cast an extra spell. So I could cast Hand of Gork.
No.
I've got a 9.
If I don't dispel it, you won't cast it.
I've got a 10.
Yeah.
So.
If I don't try, you'll cast Hand of Gork, and if I do try, you'll cast Hand of Gork. So. No, I won't try. I'll keep it.
Yep. All right. So he's got Sneaky Distraction on him. Yep. And then he'll do his second spell, so he'll cast Hand of Gork. It doesn't go off. It's a 7.
It's always the way, isn't it?
So I just put.
I'll keep my dice for that spell that you don't cast.
The movement phase.
Okay, so the mighty Gitz movement phase. So the unit of 40 Gitz is just going to move up there. They're going to attack those cavalry that are threatening, well, have taken that objective away from us. And the unit of 60 in the middle, they're going to fight bravely again and try and finish off those Shield Guardian dudes. And then the Spore Splatter Fanatics move up again just to give them a buff. The Squig Hoppers, they don't move very fast. And the Loon Boss on the giant Mangler Squig is hanging back because the Ossiarch Lords still have some reserves over here with the Morghast and a unit of 20 Mortec Guard. So it's still game on here.
Charge phase.
Start of the charge phase. I'm just going to pop these guys out so they'll be within 3 and not within 3 of you. Over there. You roll this. Up. So they'll go there. The other ones will stay inside the other ones, I think. And then charges. So I'm going to charge with those fanatics. They go 7. So they will go. Okay, there. Then I'll try and charge with the Grots. And the Grots are keen. They go 11. That's them. I'll just do a roll with the Boingrot Bounders, just to see if they want to go anywhere. Or 9. They're just going to stay put. So that's
The combat phase.
You can't really spend a command point there, so I won't spend one there. So I'll do the Fanatics first, because they have to go first.
Okay, so the combat phase here, the Fanatics are going to swing first. They fight at the start of the combat phase, and they can spike a good roll here, but they managed to take out 3 of the Cavalos Death Riders, or whatever they are. They've got 3 wounds each, so they're pretty hardy. And then in the next activation, the Gitz, the little Grots, pile in and throw their nets on them and poke them with their stabbers. And they leave one of the Death Riders left alive there. It's a bit unfortunate, but then later on in the phase we remember that the Grots there, they've got another attack, so we do the other attack later on in the phase. And then the Mortis Guard here, they have a shield bash as well, and they take out quite a few of the Grots here. The Grots weren't wholly within 12 of the Loon Boss, so we couldn't use his command ability, which would have made them a lot more effective. Maybe they could have finished them off, but they did take one more down. And the Mortis Guard, those guys, the shield bashing guys, fight again with their shields, but to no avail. The last of the Death Riders fights, and then we remember that the Grots should have had another attack, so they do fight with those extra attacks. 1 each because they're still frenzied, and they finish off the last of the Death Riders. So the Gitz score 4 points because they control the central objective and their 2 home objectives, and it's on to the Bonereapers' turn.
Yep, okay, you'll go.
Battle round 2.
No, I didn't cast anything last turn, so I don't get too excited. I'm going to try and cast Mortal Contract. Mortal Contract, that's it, right? To start with, needs a 7. It's a 9, -1 is 8.
8.
Yeah, -1 to cast, yeah.
Yep. Who cast that?
This
That guy?
guy?
I don't know if I've got anyone in range. Oh, yeah. Got this guy in range of him. Is he the only caster?
He's got 2 spells, he's got 1.
Alright, I'm in range of the other guy anyway. So I'll do this guy, yep. What'd you get? 8?
A 9, -1 is 8.
8, yep. So I get 7. So you got it.
Okay, so Mortal Contract will go on them.
Yep.
Yeah, so any phase in which they do wounds to me, they take D3 mortal wounds. Actually, let's do it on them.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a bit better. His second spell, he'll Arcane Bolt up on them. 12 -1 is 11.
Mm-hmm. Goes off. I can't stop that.
And D3 is it's huge.
Yep.
So 2 mortal wounds on them.
On the Fanatics? Yep.
Might get rid of them without having to use another spell. And the Soul Reaper guy here. Ooh, actually, I don't like them, so I'm going to try and get rid of them. Yeah, no, that's -1 anyway. He'll try Soul Blast just to try and get rid of him. 7 goes down to 6, doesn't it? So that doesn't cast.
The movement phase.
Okay, so the Ossiarch Lords, turn 2, movement phase, bottom of turn 2, and they're using their Relentless Discipline points here to get the extra +3 move, and they can run and charge. So the unit of 40 Grots there are going to take a charge here from 20 Mortec Guard. So they're deceptively fast. With the +3 move, they can move 7, they can run and charge, and we're just making sure they're outside 3. Have a couple of Fanatics left there alive. And then on the other flank, the other Mortec Guard get a good run roll, and they're moving up to attack the Grots in the middle. The good thing is here that the Loon Boss now has the whole unit of Gitz, little Grots there inside his bubble, so he'll be able to use his command point to allow them to mortal wounds on 6s to wound. And then the Morghast, they're super fast, they can run and charge as well, so they're flying up here to attack the Boingrot Bounders or to threaten the Loon Boss on the Mangler Squeak. And then the Leech Cavalos changes his mind, he's going to go left, he's going to go right, he's going up this way near the Morghast, so we'll be able to get a charge off as well. And the other Bonereaper characters are moving up in an attempt to assassinate the Loon Boss on foot.
Charge phase.
Okay, so charge phase. Start of the charge phase, I'm going to release these Fanatics here. That's because when this unit dies, they won't be alive. Oh. Yeah. In there. So that's the Fanatics. Okay, so which charge are you doing first?
I don't think any of them really make a difference to each other. So we'll start over here.
Yep.
I charge 4.
Whoa.
To get me in, obviously, because I was close, but in the middle of that as much as I'd liked. Do the... Oh.
The other Mortec Guard, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do them next. 11, 12 they go. And then the flying guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, big charge for these guys. 10. So 10 inches. We've got hang on. do him first. I get him all the way down there. Him down there. And then the Liege cover.
Yep.
6 he goes. I don't think he's going to be... Oh, yeah, you get there. Just.
So it's all happening.
The combat phase.
It's fighting. Fanatics down here first. We're going to spend a command point to give these guys 6s to a mortal in addition. And I'll do some fanatics.
Okay, so quite a long combat coming up here, and we've got some fanatics have popped out the back. So some of the Loon Smasher fanatics are going to be able to swing at the Mortek Guard, and the Spore Splatter fanatics were caught up in the charge as well, with the Morghast jumping over the top. So the Loon Smashers are going to do a little bit of damage, and then the Morghasts are going to fight, and they've been sneaky distraction from the little Spidey Shaman, makes them -1 to hit. So only one of the Boingrot Bounders goes down. They're Bounders, not Grounders. And then the big unit of Stabbers, they take their opportunity. They've been buffed by the Loon Boss, so 6s to wound, to a mortal in addition. And they're going to take out the last 2 of those Shield Guardian guys, those tough guys. And they're going to do quite a bit of damage to the 20 Mortek Guard. So lots of attacks, weight of fire, and mortal wounds, and throwing nets on them and everything. They're going to do a fair bit of damage onto the Mortek Guard as well. Then we swing over to the other flank, and these Mortek Guard, 20 of them, are going to pile into the other unit of 40 Grots, and they're going to win that battle pretty easily, I think, and they're going to take out a few, probably about 10 or so of the little Stabbers there, even though the nets are working. So they've done some damage to them. We're going to need a command point to keep those guys around. Then the Boingrot Bounders, who have survived the charge of the Morghasts, are going to inflict a couple of wounds on the Liege Cavalos before he gets to fight. So they've survived the charge from the Morghasts, which I didn't think they would, but the 4-up save and the -1 from the sneaky distraction has kept the Boingrot Bounders alive. And then the Liege Cavalos is going to pile in and take out a couple of the Boingrot Bounders. So they've done well, the Boingrots. Over here, the Loon Boss is an attempted assassination on the Loon Boss, but he's got a natural -1 to hit because he's a sneaky little git, and he fails to be assassinated, and he has a swing back and doesn't do much, so a bit pillow-fisted. Those little guys are going to be fighting for a while. And then what's left of the unit of 40 Grots on the right flank here are going to fight back against the Mortek Guard. These Mortek Guard have used Shield Wall, so they're re-rolling their saves, which makes them twice as effective as stopping the Grots. And of course these Grots, their numbers are down, they're not wounding as well, and they don't have the buff from the Loon Boss, so they're just fighting straight with no rend or anything. So they do manage to take out a couple of the Mortek Guard though. And then what's left of this Mortek Guard, who are attacked by the Stabbers with all the buffs and so on. So there's only about 5 left. And then the mighty Loon Boss on his Mangler Squigs, he hasn't fought yet. He's going to pile in and attack the Morghasts, and he rolls really well and he takes out the Morghasts. So he spikes up some good rolls here and some d6 damage, and the Morghasts are going to be gone. And then he's got Fight Another Day, so the Loon Boss, very sneaky. He's going to be able to jump away at the end of the combat. So he rolls 2d6, he rolls a big 9, so he just pops over into the woods. If he's needed, he'll be able to take on the Liege Cavalos. And that's the end of the combat phase.
Where does anyone get away from? Is that everyone fought now? I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah.
Run. Battle shock.
I think I've still got enough to hold this one. I'm going to spend a command point for Battle Shock for them. They lost a few. So I'll spend 1 command point to keep them as they are. They're still immune, and they're immune. You're immune anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So you'll score those 2.
Yep.
I think we've got the numbers on here. Got 1 and I've got 3 still.
Yep.
All right, so you score 2.
Score 2.
Battle round 3.
Yeah. Could be game over in a minute. I think if you don't wipe me out this turn.
Yeah. I got roll to see what the moon does. So the moon just moves into that quarter. You got to do your relentless discipline points.
Yep, no extras.
No extras, yep. And then priority. Oh, I got a 5.
Got a 3.
Oh, we will take it. Please come off. Come off.
The hero phase.
You move the scuttle to it. It's right over there. Yep. Okay, so I will try and cast Sneaky Distraction with the little Spidey Shaman again. I don't think it might go off. It's a 7. There's no pluses, so that doesn't go off. I'll try and cast Hand of Gork. That goes off with an 11.
Yeah, don't have to stop that.
I'll just set him over there.
You're 6 inches away?
Yeah, just 6 inches away. Just Hand of Gork him over there. That'll do. Then this guy's going to cast the Great Green Spite using that unit. Goes off with a 7. That'll be D6 mortal wounds.
Yeah, we'll try and stop it. Where's it cast from?
This guy.
Well, this guy might actually be able to stop it. Yeah,
Yeah,
give it a crack again.
I've only got a 7.
Got a 7.
So it goes off. So I'll do D6 mortal wounds on your hero guy. 6.
I think I can never remember how many wounds he's got. Yeah, that almost killed it by himself.
These guys will be frenzied at the start of the turn. And he's cast, he's tried, he's done Hand of Gork. He'll do his second spell, which will be Mystic Shield on these grots. Goes off with an 8. It's my last spell.
Yeah, I have a crack at it with him as well.
Yep.
Nope.
No, still got Mystic Shield on him if I remember it.
The movement phase.
Okay, so a very important turn roll there. The Blue Moons, the Mighty Gitz, maintained the turn order. They got off a Great Green Spite and did D6 mortal wounds to the Liege Cavalos and finished him off. So that was a pivotal point in the battle, I think. There's no coming back now for the Bonereapers. The Loon Boss, he bounces over to help out the Gitz in the middle fight the Mortek Guard. The Loon Boss on foot, he runs away a little. Oh, there's the Boingrot Bounders. There's no need for them to get involved. They're just going to run away. And there's the Loon Boss retreating. The Loon Smasher Fanatics are going to move up to help fight that character there. So the Gitz have held on the charges from the Ossiarch Lords. So it's time for them to counter-attack and score some victory points.
Charge phase.
Charge. So the Loon Boss, Giant Squig, he'll charge. 7, so we get there. And the Fanatics will try and charge that guy. They go 7. Only going to get 1 Fanatic in there. And I may as well send them in. These Squigs. Squigs will go in. Well, they go 10. And that's it.
The combat phase.
Okay, so the lone fanatic attacks the Soul Reaper guy and doesn't do any damage. And then the loon boss on the Mangler Squigs, he attacks and fluffs a bit here. And the Mortek Guard hold on, but he takes out most of them. He leaves one behind, so there's one Mortek Guard left that the Gitz will have to finish off. Then these Mortek Guard pile in and they're making short work of these Gitz. But the Squig Herd has charged up to help out as well. So the Gitz, their numbers are dwindling on this flank, so it's not looking good for them. But the Squig Herd to the rescue. And then that Soul Reaper guy attacks a few of the fanatics and takes a couple out there as well in the middle of the battlefield. The Gitz pile in and take out the last of the Mortek Guard, and then these Mortek Guard on this flank are hanging in there. And then the Squig Herd, last-ditch effort, they've come in and they take a few out as well. So, strength in numbers. The Gitz are fighting, taking a few out there.
Run.
Battle shock for these guys. They lost
Battle
10.
shock.
And their bravery, I'm just roll the dice first. So 13. So their bravery is...
At least 4, isn't it, normally?
It's 4, but they get...
Plus 1 for 10s to start with.
Yeah, so I've got 2 lots of 10. So I'm 6. And I've got, at one of the bravery, includes any Moonflag bearers. So there's 7. The bravery 7, so there's another 6. 4. 5. That's it, I think. So we score 2, 5, 6. I think. You can't bring any units back or anything. There's no surprises for me, is there?
No. No, the only surprise is when I roll magnificently now.
So the final death throes of the Bonereapers army. The Soul Mason's just going to retreat around here. The few non-event spells from the hero phase, nothing really happens, so it's just the Mortek Guard are going to fight here, use their shield walls and so on. The Soul Reaper fights in the middle. These Mortek Guard fight, but the Gitz are going to fight back and take care of the Soul Reaper in the middle. And they're hanging on against these Mortek Guard. Those Mortek Guard will be there forever with their shield wall and everything. The Soul Reaper, the Gitz pile in around the Soul Reaper in the middle and take him out. And so that's pretty much the end of the battle. So the Gitz are just mopping up.
Yep. We lost
Run.
7 here this time.
Battle shock.
7, 8, 9, 10. So their bravery is 4, 5. So there's another 5.
In-depth post-battle analysis.
And score 1.
Big one.
That's it.
Yep.
I want to call it quits at that.
Yeah, we might. I think, yeah.
I think it might be over now. Yeah.
Victory to me again.
So the Grots held on.
I'll accept your surrender.
The Grots always surrender. They're always happy to surrender and run away and fight
As long as
another
there's
day.
food.
Yeah, well, the big unit of Grots held out, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, that one turn when I had all those extra attacks that did all those mortal wounds on
yeah.
the match with the Grots.
I knew it'd take me a couple of turns to get through, but I just didn't do anything to him. This unit I got through.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just didn't even get halfway through them, did I?
There's still 10, 20. There's probably almost just on half. There's about 30 left, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, the Morghast didn't do anything to these guys either.
No.
That's where you should have had the Harvester behind you, Vortex Guard. And then when they did go in, Harvester could have brought them all back.
Yeah.
But you wanted to see what the Harvester does. It's not. I don't think it's a combat piece. I think it's a resurrection piece.
Yeah, it's got to be up there, though, in combat.
Yeah, but with the Vortex Guard.
Yeah.
I think he makes the Vortex Guard like impossible to kill or something. Yeah, but the Grots do pack a punch if you... well, they had 2 extra attacks and they were 6s to doing mortal, 6s to wound doing mortal, so they did a lot of damage. The big guy didn't get to fight much. Him to... Scared you were going to kill him. But he's got the Griff Feather Charm, and this guy had Sneaky Distraction up.
Oh, yeah.
So you would have been -2 to hit him, so he would have survived the Morghast, and then you would have hit him and run away. And his profile actually gets better when his profile starts really good. Then
Gets worse, it gets better.
And then when he's almost dead, it gets better. Yeah.
He like calms down and he gets angry again.
Yeah, it goes crazy again. Yeah. All right.
Okay, so that's it, guys. So thanks for watching. A victory to the mighty Gitz. And please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
This show is awful. Terrible. Disgusting. See you next week, of course.